Welcome everyone to another video in the Watts Community Wellness Series. Today we'll be acknowledging teacher appreciation, and we'll be looking at how wellness relates to education. So today for our video, we have a special guest. I'd like to introduce Robin from Children's Institute. Robin, if you'd like to tell us a little about yourself.
Sure. Hello, Adrian. Hi, everyone. My name is Robin Leach, and I am the mother of a 20-year-old son who will soon be finishing college. I have worked in the Watts community for many years. I've worked at many positions, but in my heart, I am definitely an educator. I taught with the district and with a charter school for more than 12 years in total. I currently work with Children's Institute, as Adrian said, and I am so proud to work as the neighborhood school director with Florence Griffith Joyner Elementary here in Watts.
Awesome, great. So, as something we all know, we're going through very strange times right now. A lot of people are taking on responsibilities that are very new to them, and one thing we wanted to acknowledge here on our series is the fact that parents are taking on a lot of additional roles in their students' education directly. I know from my experience, I'm a former teacher from Gompers Middle School, and I personally know the importance of my students' wellness to their ability to access education. So as parents are now shifting into their new roles and beginning this new journey, Robin, do you have any advice that you may have that can help them during this transition?
I hope so. Look. First, I just want to express definitely my appreciation for classroom teachers, and then especially today for those parents and caregivers who over these past few weeks who have been operating as teachers. Thank you to all those parents for everything you do, for picking up those tablets from the schools for your children, for exploring new websites and applications on the internet, to corralling your children to get them ready for a lesson, and just doing all you do to fulfill that role of classroom teacher. You and all your efforts are very much appreciated. So I want you to know that. My second message, if you are struggling with all of the demands that we all have on us during this time, in addition to now being that teacher in the home, let me just say, please do not beat yourself up. You have so much knowledge that is valuable and useful for your children, and if you can just share that in a natural way throughout your day, it will go a long way in helping your children preparing for school. The key, here's a hint for you. Here's a hint. The key is to find those moments, share that knowledge during those times when your children are open and available to receive those lessons. It may not be at the same time that you had scheduled according to the lesson plan. It could be in the evening while you're watching TV or having dinner, in the morning over breakfast. Take advantage of, look for, and try to take advantage of those teachable moments that come in the natural flow of our day. Those are the lessons that are really going to help your child prepare for school and for life.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm a firm believer that education does not necessarily need to be within the four walls of a school. It's very much an active process that we can do every day. And now, like you mentioned, as parents are working with their children, it doesn't need to be specifically sitting down and trying to work out their math situation. It can be different things, because at the end goal, what we really want to develop is critical thinkers and students that are ready to come into the world and society. Do you have potentially any activities that you could share that parents could potentially do with their children during these times?
It's kind of hard to prescribe and list, but basically throughout your day, as I said, be on the lookout for those opportunities to improve your child's listening skills, their thinking skills, their problem-solving skills, And of course, don't forget communication skills. So it might be, encouraging your children to introduce themselves, full sentence and making eye contact and hello, my name is, first and last name. So speaking clearly, and that helps them to be able to communicate with people that they know and with strangers. When they need to communicate, they're able. Help them learn how to practice following multi-step directions. So, Johnny, go to my bedroom, look in the chair, bring me my purse. 3 steps really quickly. Let's see if they can do that. Help them, give them opportunities to practice that. Sometimes we take the shortcuts and we do things ourselves instead of asking the children to support us. When we're asking them to support us, that's giving them a chance to practice and build those skills. How about completing a process? It might be in the case of your cooking, maybe can we work together to follow the steps of a recipe for maybe, making a sandwich or whatever it is, or even have your children write out the steps or detail for you the steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. Listening skills, maybe give your child a list of 3 to 4 items and ask them to repeat it back. And of course, the older the child, the more complicated or detailed the list of items. One thing I used to do with my child all the time, which I found was really helpful because, just like all of our children, they love to sit in front of the TV, watch their favorite shows, and it's hard to pull them away. So I would make them, sorry?
Especially right now.
Oh, absolutely. They're stuck at home and yes, they're glued to the screen. So I would make them take a break in between each episode. Okay, summarize that for me. Or, at the beginning, the episodes have a title. Let's read that title. What do you think this is going to be about? Okay, now let's press play and see if you're right. Those kinds of things. So use the things that they're already doing and involved in, make lessons out of those. That's my advice.
Great. I love that.
Hang in there.
Making everyday teachable moments. I love that. And yes, it's very important. And one of the things I think it would be great for parents to do during this time is have a conversation with your child as to what they're looking forward to when they return to school.
That's a great question.
Yes. Something that I know myself is you may get, I don't like anything about school. This is the perfect opportunity to have a discussion with your child as to what they want from school when they return. These are very uncertain times. Many things are, and this is a great opportunity to learn where some of the barriers for your child and their education are happening. And them telling you what they want to see when they return is one way to ultimately learn more about your child's education.
I love that. Great job.
Yeah. One of the final things, and as Robin mentioned, I also want to remind parents that many teachers are parents themselves. So there's a lot of teachers out there that are struggling with this new normal, and just as much are still trying to be there for their children. So I want to just definitely give a shout out. We want to acknowledge all the teachers. Teacher Appreciation Week was last week, but I don't understand why it shouldn't be Teacher Appreciation all the time. So we want to thank you, all you teachers
every
out
day.
there. Yes, who are parents as you're working with your children and everyone. All of you who are taking this next important role in education, we appreciate you all. And we encourage you really to take care of yourself and your wellness. The better you are and the healthier you are, the more you'll be able to access the information that's given. Any final words for us, Robin?
I would just say, hang in there and enjoy those moments. Enjoy this time with your children. If you're feeling it's becoming stressful for them or for you, then, try to recognize that. Take a step back. Take a deep breath, and remember, these are your babies. Have fun with them.
I love that advice. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us, and please share, let us know what you think. We're getting more videos out there, and we want to get your opinions on them. Thank you, everyone, and be well.
Bye.